mix it up, drive you a little bit.
Hello and welcome to the Film Room. My name is John Jansen, and today we're going to break down a play between North Carolina and St. Peter's early in the game here in this Elite Eight of the NCAA tournament. So what we're going to look at here is North Carolina and their ice defense, and we get St. Peter's here kind of doing a little dribble handoff action, just kind of getting some movement to get into their offense, and then their big's going to come around here and set up for this high ball screen. And traditionally you think of ice defense from the wing, but you can definitely do it up top. A lot of teams are doing it from up top, and basically you just try to dictate what the offense does with their ball screen action. So as you see here, the guy from North Carolina, the guard, jumps to the high side, not letting the big set the screen on him. And the guy guarding the big right here drops in and plays directly in front of that guy. So this is your classic ice defense from the top here. And what it does, as you can see, is it makes it very hard for this guy to use the screen. There's nowhere for the roller to go. And you're really pushing this guy to the side of the court. You're kind of dictating to the offense where they're supposed to go or where they're going to go. And as we see here, it almost ends up like a little bit of a trap. And you see the big is just kind of out of the play. And this is what North Carolina wants to do with the ice defense. They want to take away the big so he can't do anything and kind of take away the action of coming off the screen. And you see as we let it run here that they kind of get nothing out of it. He tries to do a retreat dribble and go around, but it doesn't work because of really good ball pressure. And then what we're going to see is they do it again. And again, they jump high. They don't let him use the screen to come off of it, and he ends up going back towards the sideline again. And they get a contested tough shot, doesn't go in, and North Carolina is able to clear the rebound. So let's go back and look at this from the first screen here. So what you want to do here as an offensive team when you see this is have number 12 come and just screen underneath the guard. So you're still getting a ball screen action. Okay, that's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is have him step away, toss it to him, and then pass it to him and cut off of him like a dribble handoff. And then it's very hard for them to ice it. But he kind of lets the defense dictate him. Now, another thing you can do here is because the guy, the guard who wants to be on you is behind you, you can attack this big. And as you can see here, even when this guy gets back, you attack this big, your big goes with you, and you kind of have this little 2-on-1 break. And I would like 14 here to get a little deeper in the corner to bring Manic away from him, and so there's more space to operate. Because you see how it's kind of clogged up here. So he doesn't, he gets the ball knocked away, he comes back, and they do it again. And this one, I really think that this is where he makes a bit of a mistake here. So he the same thing. North Carolina sets up in the same thing, and excuse me, let's rewind it to right there. So you see here he's ahead of the defender, and so basically what you have is in reality is a 3-on-2, and you could say a 4-on-3 if you want to count the 2 on the weak side, but you really want to attack here because they can't guard all 3 of you. And what the big could do is swing around to the other's block. And if he does that, now you've really got them in trouble. But even from there, Manic is going to have to drop in, and you're going to have to give up something. And so I think, especially with 10 on the shot clock, him pulling up here was a bit of a mistake. He needs to attack the big. And, at this level, the bigs are usually at a disadvantage when being attacked by guards. And if he can get into the paint, and maybe not all the way down into the paint, but just kind of like in floater range, and that will make number 5 for North Carolina make a decision. Is he going to come out and contest the little floater? Is he going to stay back with the big underneath? And then Manic has to make a decision. Is he going to drop in and help on the big, or is he going to stay out on their shooter here? So someone's going to be open. And then you can say, okay, well, then he would drop in to help. Then he's going to be open. So when you have this ice and you're this high up, you can attack it and you will have a numbers break. And I think this is obviously not the shot they want. It's completely contested, tons of time left. And again, we want to attack this guy, use the number advantage we have. And we've talked about it many times. When you have a ball screen and you get the guy behind you and you have a numbers advantage, you want to exploit that advantage. And I just don't think that the St. Peter's guard really exploited the advantage there. I also don't think they did a great job of countering the ice defense on either one. The first one, like I said, he could have thrown it away and then followed it, or the big could have come up underneath and kind of set almost like an up screen. And then on this one, I think he needs to attack. So all in all, it was a win for North Carolina on this possession. They got a contested shot, and look at all the bodies there. Easy rebound and a good possession for the defense.